Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for today's YouTube live event. I'm Alexandra with MDPen, and today I wanted to talk about Memorial Day weekend and how you can really protect your skin. You don't want to reverse any of the great treatments that you've been doing, especially to help with hyperpigmentation, whether it's melasma, PIH, or just sun damage in general. So I just wanted to highlight some things you can do to be extra cautious. This goes for adults and children. Now, of course, May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, so I've been doing a lot of videos just focusing on sunscreen, ingredients in sunscreen, and talking about the differences between chemical, physical blocks, and whatnot. Now, as far as the Academy of Dermatology, they do recommend a minimum SPF of 30. This is going to block out about 97% of the sun's harmful rays. When you go up to an SPF 50, which typically people do when they're going to the pool or beach, you're really only going to go up to about a 98% protection. There's no such thing as 100% protection as far as sunscreen goes. But often you will see when it comes to going to the beach or pool, you can get a great sunscreen that's a 50. Sometimes it'll be called a sports sunscreen. Sometimes you can find it in a gel consistency, especially if you're looking for that really potent zinc oxide if you are a swimmer or surfer or something like this. And the gel can be more apt to last and be waterproof, even though you need to apply. Try to reapply every 80 minutes, especially when you are in the water or swimming. Also, if you're on a boat, the reflection from the water really adds up the need to have a zinc oxide or sunscreen that's really going to protect your skin. It makes you even more prone to burning or sun damage. Now, I know you guys are great about wearing your antioxidant products in the morning. However, when you go to the pool or the beach, this is a time when you can skip the application of that vitamin C product, especially in the morning. For those of you that have never heard of it, there's a thing called Phytophotodermatitis. And this can happen as a reaction to citrus. It's not as common in actual skincare products containing citrus. However, these products can increase your risk. You may have seen it happen in cases of lemonade, margaritas, any type of citrus on the skin, lemon, lime, grapefruit. There's even herbs and whatnot that can cause this. So basically what happens if you have touch citrus and then having it touch your skin, if the citrus on the skin is exposed to the sun, that's where you can get this really bad phytophotodermatitis. It can last for months. You don't know you have it until quite a while, minutes, sometimes hours after the event. It can be very painful, pink, red rash, blisters, and a lot of times people will go into a dermatology office really concerned, not knowing why they have this horrible burn, horrible rash. And upon, further interrogation from their dermatologist, they will find out that they had some type of citrus on their skin. Also with kids, be very careful. If you're the one touching the citrus and then you're applying sunscreen on your child, you can also cause this type of reaction on their skin, which can be very scary. Again, really bad blisters, long-term darkening of the skin. So it's great to keep wipes around so that you can wipe the citrus off your skin if you are preparing drinks or something like this. My advice is to just skip the citrus drinks if you are going to be in the sun and not bring cut up limes, lemons, or anything like this to the beach, just to go ahead and just decrease your risk there of that happening. Going along with phototoxic reactions, also make sure if you are taking medications that none of them are increasing your risk to sunburn. If they do, you also want to be extra cautious. Again, sunscreen does not protect 100%. Clothing does not protect 100%. You can definitely wear SPF and find SPF clothing. If you're especially on a boat, I would recommend looking into SPF protection clothing. This is going to be one of the best methods, especially for body protection. Yes, you do need to have sunscreen on your face, on your body. I see a question already in the comments. um, which body parts get most easily damaged? Well, really any skin. The skin is the largest organ on the body, so any part of it can be prone to burn. Obviously, you want to protect, your ears, areas that you don't always think about. SPF on the lips can also help. And MDPen has a wonderful lip balm, coconut oil, sun protection in there. But yeah, just areas like the tops of the ears, really sneaky areas. If you have certain moles or congenital nevi, make sure you're protecting those moles. Some moles that become just plastic aren't just, new moles that you get. They can be moles that you've had since childhood that do change. So make sure you are protecting them. You may need a different, sunscreen on your body versus your face. For those of you that are using aerosol sunscreens, like I said in previous videos, don't apply that sunscreen when you're at the beach already and it's windy. Go ahead and apply it at home. In the case of all sunscreen, you really should apply 15 minutes prior to the sun exposure. Even if it takes you half an hour to get there, just go ahead and apply it. At home, you can stand in your shower, you can stand outside, wherever. It does, make it a lot easier to apply that way. Also, with talking about the phototoxic reactions, also be careful with essential oils. If you are topically wearing essential oils on the skin, great, guys. Here's a link right in the comments for those of you that are interested in the MDPen SPF 30 lip balm. It's amazing. It's very pleasant to use. I've even layered lip tint and things like that over it. It is not tinted, so anyone can use it. It's not going to add color to your lips or anything like that, but just a really nice, wonderful lip balm. I see a question here. What is the best treatment to reverse sun damage? Some of the best treatments. So gosh, that's such a big question. If you're looking for an immediate, something that'll make you or your patient happy as far as clearing up dark spots, the go-to is still going to be IPL, photofacials, in some cases peels. There's great moderate peels on the market that even estheticians can use under a physician in many instances. And a week after you've recovered from that peel, you can definitely see a lot of pigmentation coming off. MicroNeedling is great at reversing sun damage if you're looking for overall quality of the skin. So this is going to help tone, texture, in many cases help break up pigmentation, whereas something like IPL or the photofacial is going to help with browns and reds on the skin. And in many cases, you want to do both. Honestly, I mean, I know it gets pricey, but if you're able to, you can really get the best of both worlds. But I will say with microneedling, you're getting a well-rounded treatment as far as, the texture of your skin, the tone of your skin, building collagen, breaking up pigment. And with microneedling, it's really going to help with that product absorption, product penetration with whatever you're using. So your antioxidants, your vitamin C, if you are on a hydroquinone, if you're on a gel that's non-hydroquinone but has the same type of purpose, kojic acid, anything that you're using for pigmentation is going to work even better because you are doing microneedling. Wow, guys, thank you so much for all of these questions and engagement. Okay, so I see a question here. Which skin type is more prone to sun damage? So we are all prone to sun damage. Obviously, when you're working with the more fair skin types, especially on the Fitzpatrick level, if you are a 1 or 2, you could be more prone to burning. And as we talked about in previous video this month, that's what the Fitzpatrick scale does. It's going to rate how your skin responds to the sun, how much you burn, and things like this. However, all skin types can be prone to some form of skin cancer. Many times skin that has more pigmentation in it, or skin types, maybe 3 to 6. These are skin types that can be, prone to dysplastic moles, melanoma, and then you have basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell occurring often in individuals with more fair skin, blue eyes, green eyes, certain backgrounds. However, it really is just all across the board. So don't use, your Fitzpatrick number or the color of your skin to rank how you're going to, how prone you are to sun damage or skin cancer. Those of you that have melasma completely know that, you know, it wants to get you. Just walking to the mailbox, walking to the grocery store, you absolutely have got to have sunscreen on, as much protection as possible. I know, you know, you see people even with umbrellas doing everything that they can to really prevent from getting this pigmentation. Talking about the beach, the pool, being outside Memorial Day weekend, one of the best things you can do when you go home that evening, obviously you've got to cleanse off, just obviously take a shower actually, but make sure your face is clean. And some of the best things you can do is apply our Cellular Renewal Serum. This one has red algae, aloe, and it's going to have also the knotgrass in there. This is great for barrier repair, great for hydration, dry skin, any type of healing. It's just a very nice relief for your skin after being in the sun all day. Also, of course, our human-derived growth factor gel. You can sleep with a very thin layer of this on in the evening. You can also put it on when you go home and just wear it around your house for 20 minutes if you want to. This is going to be very soothing for the skin. Hopefully you did not get a sunburn. I'm just saying this in a way to soothe the skin after being in the sun all day. However, if you did get a sunburn or a little pink or red, these are safe products that you could use for that. Now, of course, talking about MDPen's SPF 30, this is a broadband sunscreen, which is what you want. You want something that's going to protect against UVA and UVB rays when you are in the sun. This sunscreen is packed with antioxidants. It has kind of like a lotion-based consistency. For those of you that are swimmers or going to be sweating a lot, I would not rely on this as your sole sunscreen for the beach, for the pool, for swimming. You may want to step up to something heavier, thicker, maybe that gel. Like I said, often you'll see sport in the name, clear, a 50 SPF. But if you plan on reapplying, wearing a hat, you know, doing all those other things, you can get away with the 30 if you are being sun safe and whatnot. This is your everyday sunscreen. This is antioxidants, you know, has moisture in it and also has a great lotion-based consistency. It does fully rub into the skin. It leaves no white powdery residue. For those of you that do want to wear makeup over it, you definitely can. So just a great everyday sunscreen. Here's another question I see. How do you layer? Okay, so it's going to go on after your other non-SPF skincare products. So whatever you're using, it's typically lightest to heaviest. And, you know, often if you are doing a toner or if you're doing the HA Copper Mist right after you cleanse your face, you would do that first. And then in an order, typically serum, gel, cream, if you do use any of those, and then your sunscreen would go on last. You can wear makeup again over the sunscreen if you choose to. And here are all those links, guys, in the comments for the Cellular Renewal, the human-derived growth factor gel. For those of you that would like to go shopping in the next 48 hours, I have a code for you, VACAY22. This will work on our website, whether you are buying as a retail buyer or if you're a professional with MDPen. This will also work and save you 10% on your product orders. Again, the products mentioned in this video, MDPen's SPF 30, which we've talked a lot about this month. Again, Cellular Renewal, this can be one of the most nourishing things you can use, especially after sun exposure, not just for people who get a sunburn. I hope you're not getting sunburns, but just in general, it's a great evening serum. This is going to layer really well. If you have both Tighten and Lift and Cellular Renewal, I often tell people to use their Tighten and Lift as their morning serum and their Cellular Renewal as their evening serum. Also, the human-derived growth factor gel, which does come in this 1 ounce size if you don't want to buy the 3.4 ounce. Again, this can be worn as a thin layer, you know, all night long, sleep with it on. Also, you can just wear it for 20 minutes. If you're into doing at-home facial massage with gua sha or anything like that. You can also use it if you have an at-home LED mask that you like to use. You can also wear the human-derived growth factor gel under there, right under your home LED light. Any more questions, guys? Thank you so much for all the engagement today. Again, just be cautious. Hopefully you've been doing all this, hard work as far as treatments and excellent skincare, and you don't want to do any damage Memorial Day. Also, for those of you that have, dermaplane appointments in the next week, be very careful. And depending how cautious you are in the sun, you may want to reschedule it. If you know you're going to be in the sun without a hat, anything like this over Memorial Day, you don't want to over exfoliate, obviously before going to the pool, to the beach, anything like this. Same goes for microneedling. Those of you that have microneedling appointments in the next week, be cautious with that. If you know you're not going to be in direct sun during Memorial Day, that's fine. But if you are, you may want to think about you're better off rescheduling that appointment. In the next video we will be doing on YouTube next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, I really want to talk about when to and when not to apply sunscreen immediately following treatment. We get asked this a lot about microneedling, and there's different opinions. I would say the majority of professionals do not apply sunscreen after microneedling, but there are exceptions. I'm going to talk about why, and I'm going to talk about, again, treatments when we do apply sunscreen immediately following treatment. So I hope you guys can tune in for that. Hopefully you like this video, you're following our channel, and feel free to go shopping with that code. Thanks, guys. Bye.